What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I don't even know where to start with this one. I am physically and emotionally drained. What a game that was. I mean, yeah, there were ups and downs, and there was a little bit of a disappointment with how we lost control of the game in the second half, but the win is all that matters. We've done it again, and everybody counted us out. I don't know when people are going to learn that you should never count Chelsea out whenever we are facing a big team. You should never count Chelsea, because we can always get wins like this. We can always make a difference. We can always pull motivation from somewhere to always win the game. Liverpool, Premier League champions, they've not been the best of late. They lost their last game. They've not been the best of late. Probably this was the perfect time to meet them. But I mean, the way we dominated, especially the first half, was fantastic. I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in this review. But yeah, Chelsea just beat Liverpool 2-1 in the Premier League. And yeah, what a win, what a win. With the last minute goal. I saw a comment under the Liverpool, I think the Twitter page or something. There was a reply there that says that you live by last minute goals, you die by last minute goals. Liverpool were the champions of last minute goals. They knew how to get last minute goals. They knew how to dig deep and get something from the game. Either they got a draw or they got a win. Mostly it was a win, and it was happening a lot last season. So they've lived by it so many times, and now they're dying by it. Because the previous game, they lost by a last minute goal, and this one too, they've lost by a last minute winner. And yeah, it was exciting. It was exciting to watch. I mean, enough of the intro. Let's get straight to the review. So Maresca decided to go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. And yeah, you know we have injury issues in defense. Tosin is out injured. Levi Cole is out injured. Chalobah is out suspended. And yeah, so Maresca had to use combination of Josh Achampong, who usually plays as a fullback, has played as a left back, has played as a right back, and was paired with Badiashile, who is also returning from injury. But with the situation that we are in, we had to use both of them. We went with Cucurella on the left, with James on the right, where we want to see him. We want to see him as a right back. We don't want to see him in the midfield. We don't want to see him. He can play as a centre back too, as well as he did later on in the game. We'll talk about it. But we want to see him in the right back position. That is where he can affect the game better. That's where he can be more effective, more efficient. That's where I want to see him. He played in midfield. I was confused about this because I don't think I've seen Malo Gusto play for Chelsea in the midfield before. But I prefer Malo Gusto in the midfield with James at right back than the other way around. That's what I prefer. But I was surprised. That he used Malo Gusto there, because we had players on the bench that could fill that position. I don't know why he didn't use any of them, but use Gusto. But I think it kind of turned out well in the end. So Enzo Fernandez playing ahead of them, and Pedro Neto on the left wing, Garnacho on the right wing, with Joao Pedro in the middle. Joao Pedro too is not fully fit, and yeah, but we don't have anybody else now. Liam Delap is hurt, but yeah, this was a good lineup. The only surprise for me is seeing Gusto in the midfield. I think that was it. Sanchez in goal as usual, but yeah, that's the formation and lineup that he decided to go with. Maresca decided to go with. The first half was pretty good. The first half was, I think we played some of the best football I've seen in a very, very long time from Chelsea. We're controlling the game, we're well disciplined, we were winning the 50-50 chances, winning the aerial balls, like pressing them, putting them in the corner. We didn't really get that many chances in the first half. We're stopping every attack that came from Gakpo, that came from Salah. Like we were really doing well in that first half. And yeah, and we got rewarded as a result of it. We got a fantastic strike from Caicedo, and when he was driving into the box, I didn't think there would be enough space for him to shoot, but Van Dijk decided to turn around and twerk for Caicedo instead of trying to block the ball, and then he took a ferocious strike into the top left corner of the goal, and there was nothing the keeper could do. It was a fantastic hit, fantastic strike. Caicedo seems to just score fantastic goals for Chelsea, and anytime he scores, it's a beautiful goal. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Kante. Kante too, anytime he scored goals for Chelsea, it was a fantastic goal. He rarely scored, but when he scored, it was fantastic. But I feel like the pace at which Caicedo is scoring goals could be a little bit faster than Kante used to score goals for us. Kante scored some amazing, important goals for Chelsea. But the way Caicedo is going, he might bypass Kante very, very soon. In terms of scoring goals, that is. But yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful goal. That was a good goal to take the lead with. And yeah, like I said, the first half, even after the goal, we were still pressing for more. Garnacho had a strike on goal, and I think we also had other chances as well at goal. It was very good. It was very, very good. Garnacho's chance, I thought he could have done better with it. The shot was very soft. It was a cross that came in from the right hand side. The shot was very, very soft, and it went a little bit wide, I think, on the right hand side of the post. We could have done better. We could have scored a second goal in the first half, and that would have calmed our nerves a bit, but it was still 1-0. And I don't know, there was a feeling in me that they were going to equalize. I mean, as a Chelsea fan, you always have that feeling. You don't dwell on the fact that you are leading by a goal to 0, so you are relaxed. No, you have that feeling that Liverpool are going to equalize. And the second half, I don't know, it seemed like all our control that we had just faded. All our domination, I don't know whether it was Liverpool that came out differently in the second half, or we were the ones who decided to resort to defending. We've seen that happen a couple of times this season. We've seen Enzo Maresca switch up the game, switch up the formation, switch up the style, or switch up the tactic whenever we are leading, especially when we are playing against a big team. I've seen him done that a couple of times, and I don't think that is the best way to go, because in the first half we really could have scored more. But I don't know why when we came back in the second half, the momentum has shifted, everything has shifted, and again we were punished as a result of that. We conceded an equalizer from Gakpo, and yeah, I mean, that was something that could have been handled better. I feel like Reece James should have prevented Isaac from reaching that ball. A cross came in from the right hand side, and Isaac I think he controlled it into the path of, it was a very good piece of skill, to be honest. He controlled it into the path of Gakpo, who was just there to finish it. It went past Sanchez, and Sanchez couldn't do much about it. The shot was good, and it was 1-1. And then after that, it was just like an end-to-end game. Nobody was really in control of the game. We got chances, Liverpool got chances. We got chances, Liverpool got chances. So whenever they lost the ball, we went straight on the attack. Whenever we lost the ball, they went straight on the attack. So it was just end-to-end. So it made the game a little bit tiring to watch, because it wasn't interesting. We were not dominant again. We're not controlling the ball again. And then we got injuries too. We got 2 injuries again. Josh Champong, I think it was Badiashile that got injured first, and then Josh Champong also had to come off. So Maresca had to put Reece James and Hato as defenders. Our injury list just keeps piling up. It just keeps piling up, and I just don't understand what is happening. Is it the tiredness? Is it the fatigue that is causing the players to get injured quickly? Are they working them out too much? Are the training methods too strict? Are the training methods too strenuous on their bodies? What is it that is happening that is making all these defenders get injured? If we don't get injured, we get a red card. And yeah, now we are red card FC. I forgot to mention that we're red card FC. We've got red cards in 3 games running, and in this one too we got a red card, but we'll talk about it later. Enzo Maresca made some, at the time we didn't really think there were good changes. Estevao was the only one that was excited to see coming on, because I didn't like that he was changing our attacking line. I didn't like that he was going to make that many changes, but he changed Maguire for Joao Pedro. He also brought in Gittins for Garnacho, and then Estevao for Neto. Amongst these 3, Maguire was a little bit quiet, but he was more active than Joao Pedro was in the game. I mean, Joao Pedro suffered from not getting enough service, but when Maguire came on, Estevao, Gittins, they were crossing the ball into the box a lot. They were finding him a lot. Estevao especially had a very, very huge impact when he came on. He was creating chances. He was crossing anytime he got the ball. So he was driving it into the box. He was crossing into the box. He was trying to find somebody to get a goal. I just loved that. The final 10 minutes of the game was very, very good for Chelsea. It's like Chelsea regained that dominance. They regained that control that they had in the first half, and they were pressing and pushing more. And you could smell a goal coming. You could smell it. You could sense it that it was coming. And I think in the 96th minute, we got our goal. And who did you get it from? Estevao. And I just loved how the goal came about. Enzo Fernandez doing very well to hold off the Liverpool defenders from dispossessing him, and he put in a sweet pass to find Cucurella, and Cucurella crossed it across the face of goal. Who was there? Estevao to put it in for his first goal for Chelsea. First goal for Chelsea scoring against Liverpool. That was fantastic. That was amazing. It was scenes at Stamford Bridge. It was scenes where everybody watched it. Where I watched it, everybody was watching. Everybody was shouting. Everybody was screaming. I just loved seeing that goal going. I mean, Estevao just needed that goal. He was scoring goals a lot for his former team, and he just needed that goal to just take off. And I believe that now that he has scored, he will take off. And I really, really hope Maresca will be starting him more. I just don't understand why Maresca is starting him less. He brings him on very late. I mean, with this game, he brought him on in the 75th minute. That is too late, man. That is too late. Whenever you see that, like our attackers aren't doing well or the system isn't working, bring Estevao on. Estevao, every time I've seen him play for Chelsea, he has been good. He has been lively. He has been one of the best players on the pitch. So why do you continue to start him on the bench? I just don't understand Maresca sometimes. But Estevao scored a fantastic goal. And yeah, I mean, scenes, I've said it already, but scenes at Stamford Bridge. And I mean, these are times that I wish I was in the stadium, because I feel like the stadium would have just been electric. Everybody shouting, everybody screaming. I mean, yeah, we got that kind of shaky calm moments too as well, because the stadium was just jumping, bumping. Everybody was excited. So definitely to affect the camera. We got the goal, we got the win. It was a late goal, so it guaranteed our win. If it had come earlier in the second half or early in the first half, probably Liverpool would have found a way to come back into the game. But because it was late, and it was that late, they really didn't have any response. So we got the goal, and like I said, red card FC. Maresca celebrated like Mourinho, celebrated like Conte, just ran straight into the players and went to celebrate. You know, in the rules, the coach cannot leave his area. That's a demarcated area. He cannot leave his area no matter what. He has to stay in his area. He can't cross also to the opponent's area. But this man ran went to celebrate with his players, and I think he was given a second yellow card. The first yellow card he got for complaining for a particular decision. I forgot what decision it was. And then the second yellow card was for that incident. So he got a red card. I think he subconsciously did it so that no player will get a red card this time, because whenever we got a red card this season, this previous 3 games that we played, whenever we got a red card, apart from the last one we got a red card later in the game. Joao Pedro got a red card later in the game, the Champions League. But the first 2 against Man United, we got an early red card, ended up losing the game. It disoriented us, ended up losing the game. The second time we played against Brighton, early red card, then we just lost our heads. We lost the game. So this time Maresca was like, I'll do it, I'll take the heat off you. And probably I'm hoping that now that he has taken the red card, it ends our red card streak. It ends it, because now we've got 2 defenders taking red card, 1 striker, and now a coach. I just don't know. We are just taking red cards just for the sake of it. I just don't understand. Just for the fun of it, or what? I just don't get it. But I'm happy. We got the win. We got the 3 points. I think we play Forest next, Nottingham Forest next weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. This kind of wins give us confidence. This kind of wins give us it gives us some kind of vim, some kind of zeal to face other matches. Whenever I play against big teams, we are very, very different. But teams like Nottingham Forest, you just come and just destroy the party. I hope they don't destroy the party. I hope we continue with this momentum. So yeah, it is a very good win for us. I think we are now sit on the table. Let me confirm. Yeah, we are now sit on the table with 11 points. That says so bad, man. 7 games played, we are sit on the table. It's so bad. But this season hasn't really gone well for everybody. I think Crystal Palace are the only ones that have gone unbeaten so far. But Arsenal have lost 1 game, Liverpool 2 games, Tottenham 1 game, Bournemouth 1 game, Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 2 games. I mean, it hasn't been the best for us so far. But right now, Arsenal are topping the table. Case me to see that. Liverpool are 2nd, Tottenham 3rd, Bournemouth 4th, Crystal Palace ahead of us with 1 point, and then Chelsea sit. Man City, almighty Man City, they are lying 8th. I think they have 1 game to play, so they are yet to play. So maybe when they win, it might shoot them up above us because they currently have 10 points. They've also not had a good season this time, so we'll see. Good win, good result, and let's take that momentum into the next game. So yeah, that's been it for my review. Let me know what you think about the review. Let me know what you think about the game. Were you as excited as I was? Were there some players that I should have mentioned that I didn't mention? Did I miss anything big from the game? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly subscribe, give the video a like, and it helps the channel a lot, pushes the channel out there for other Chelsea fans like yourself to see the video as well. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.